Hi, I'm Larkin, and this is a 45-minute class that is going to be a nice combo of some gentle movement, and then the second half is all yin. We are just going to bliss out. So this is a nice way that I like to personally practice, is to do a little bit of movement even if I'm tired, and then really yin it up. Optional props are 2 blocks and a blanket. You don't need them, but if you have them, bring them near the mat. So as you come to stand at the top of the mat with the feet hip-width apart, first just make sure the feet are hip-width apart. Maybe spread the toes apart, set them back down. Kind of just rock your weight forward and back on the feet, just sort of find center. And then I want you to take your right hand to your, just below your navel, and your left hand to your low back. And I just want you to pull your right hand in. So kind of like you're drawing your belly, your navel, below your navel in, and just press your left hand into your low back. So you're feeling your tailbone drop down as you feel your abdominal muscles pull in. Good. And maybe micro bend the knees so you can feel it a little bit more. Nice. And then keep that length in the tailbone, but maybe just gently straighten the legs, or they can have a little bit of a micro bend. That's okay. We're going to turn the palms to the left and right of the room. From here, let your chin float so it's parallel to the floor. Glide the shoulders down and back. And just feel yourself really standing intentionally. Maybe visualizing like that, Leonardo da Vinci, the lines through the body. You're kind of extending your energy out in all directions. From here, we'll breathe out. So open the mouth, exhale, let the day so far go. Good. And we'll inhale for 3 counts. So inhale, fill the belly with breath. Fill the back body with breath. Fill the chest with breath. Really fill up all the way. Open the mouth, exhale. Let it go. Twice more. Inhaling. So you're inflating the super tall, long shape. 3 counts to breathe in. Pause at the top. Open the mouth, let it go. Pull the navel back into the spine. So you can get a little taller as you even exhale. So 3 counts in. Inflating the body like it was a balloon. Open the mouth, exhaling. Good. Draw the navel back. Find the bottom of the exhale. Good. 3 counts to breathe in. This time we'll keep the lips sealed. So I want you to exhale through the nose, keeping that constrained kind of friction in the back of the throat. So it's sort of like you're making an oceanic sound with the breath. Again, inhaling 3. Exhaling 3 through the nose. Good. We'll add the arms. Inhale. As you breathe in, just circle the arms down, around, and up. So spread all the fingers apart, activate the biceps, look up. As you exhale, just press the air away, stand taller as the hands come back down along the thigh bones. Just kind of closing your eyes and feeling the body in space. There's no rush. Use your whole in-breath to bring the palms up above the head. They don't need to touch. And your whole out-breath, imagine the air was thicker, heavier, just pressing the air away. Just linking breath and movement. One more time. Inhaling. Reaching up. Exhaling, pressing down, getting taller. Like feel like you're emerging. You're pressing water, pressing heavy air away. Good. Inhale, reach the arms down, around, and up. Extend through the fingers. Your in-breath, you look up. Your out-breath, this time bend the knees, just fold forward. So let the upper body drape, bend the knees deeply. Good. As you breathe in, find a little half lift. So flat back, you're going to glide the shoulder blades down the back. You can do this with straight or bent knees. And then as you exhale, just fold, melt into yourself. We'll do this twice more. So your in-breath finds the flat back. Breathe in, get long. Shoulder blades glide down the back. Your out-breath, melt forward, fold. Good. Again, inhaling, finding length. Glide the shoulders back. Exhale, melt forward. Okay, to super bend the knees. Good, and then inhale, half lift. This time, exhale, step back to a plank pose. We won't do very many of these today. But be here for just a moment. Imagine that your hands, once again, were where we had them in Tadasana. So the right hand is lifting the navel up and in. The left hand is lengthening your tailbone towards your heel. See if you can feel that adjustment in your pelvis as we hold this plank pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Breathe in. So the abs are drawing up and in more. Exhale all the way. Last breath. Good. Exhale, press back to a wide downward facing dog. So just take your feet as wide as the mat. Press your heels of your hands into the floor. Spread all 10 fingers apart. And just take a nice 5 breaths in this dog. So when the dog is wide like this, the feet are a little wider apart. We just get to find more length in the spine, which is really nice. It's a little more therapeutic. Good. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And last time, breathing in. Breathing out. Good. Inhale, rock forward to a plank pose here and hold. Just notice how the plank feels different with the legs wide. Imagine that same adjustment. So pull the navel in, lengthen the tailbone back. Imagine your own hands on your pelvis. And then shoot the heart forward a little bit. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in. Exhale, you can rock forward a little bit in knees, chest, chin, or lower all the way down to the floor with control. Take your hands as wide as the mat. So your fingertips are on the wood, just your fingertips are pressing into the wood. Press your hips into the mat. Inhale, find a little baby cobra here. So you're going to spin the elbows forward, take the collarbones back. As you exhale, pull the navel up and in, and the forehead returns to the ground. Do that 2 more times on your own. So your in-breath, press up. Can make it low or high, just see where you want to go. Exhale, zipper the navel in as you fold forward. Good. Again, breathing in, just finding your in-breath, little lift, maybe close the eyes. Spin the elbows forward, take the collarbones back. Your out-breath, zippering up the abs as you fold forward. Good. This time, inhale, press yourself up, and we're going to look over to the right. So it can just be a gentle gaze, just see what that feels like. Good, and then pull the navel in to control your descent down. Inhale, press up, look over to the left. Glide the shoulders down, pull, draw the abs in for a slow, controlled descent down. Inhale, come up to center, and this time we'll hold here. So we'll be lifted in the cobra, let the exhale happen here. One more deep in-breath, maybe close the eyes. As you exhale, just feel the collarbones pull back, the heart is shooting forward, elbows spiral forward. Last breath. Good, and then exhale, fold forward. Take your hands underneath your shoulders now. Press back into child's pose. So we're going to be coming here later, but just feel into the hips, rock side to side. Good. And then breathe in, rock forward to all fours. Breathe out, come into your downward facing dog, no rush. Traditional stance this time, feet hip width apart. Good, make sure the fingers are spread as far apart as possible. See if you can relax the shoulders and relax the skin on the back of your shoulder blades. So notice you're secretly tensing there and you don't need to be. Good, reach the right leg up and back as you breathe in. Bend the knee, stack the hips. You got it. Perfect. Breathe in, get the knee a little higher. And then exhale, step the right foot between the hands for a low lunge. So if you have the blocks, you can take them on either side, just because we're doing a little bit more restorative theme today. You can take the blocks on the highest height on either side of the leg. And then what I want you to do here is just find that same cobra. So think of the shoulder heads back, the pointy tipped wings of your shoulder blades kind of pulling together behind your heart, and then use the blocks for support, right? So you're hopefully feeling a stretch in the front psoas, and you're getting to kind of open the chest at the same time. Breathe in. Breathe out. It's an intense stretch. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep everything the same. Just look down at your left hand and reach it up and over. for a nice side body stretch. You keep that stretch in the psoas going. Some of you may want to keep the block. Some of you may want to drop the hand to the floor, your choice. Big breath in. Big breath out. Last breath. Exhale, you can round the left shoulder down to frame the foot. Good. Curl the back left toes under. We're going to step forward to the top of the mat. Feet are hip width apart. Inhale, half lift. Good. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circle the arms down, around, and up. So reach up. Exhale, press the air away. Good. Look down at the right hand now. So gaze down at it. You're going to reach it up and over to the right. As you do this, you want to really press down through the outer edge of the right foot. Good. So you're really reaching. Nice. Spiral the chest towards the ceiling. And breathe into the right side body as you press down through the outer edge of the right foot. Last breath. Good. And then come up to stand. Listen carefully. I just want you to drop that right hand to the ear, like so. Inhale, get taller. And you're going to let the right ear fall to the right shoulder. From here, I want you to activate your left fingertips. So kind of feel where your left fingertips are in space. And then rotate that left hand out to the left, so it's facing the windows. You're exteriorly rotating the arm to the left. See what that feels like. See if that feels like a nice stretch on the neck. And from there, you can maybe explore and make some movements with the hand, like teeny tiny little figure eights. Or you can just kind of move the hand behind you in some small circles to just see if you can release the neck. Good. Last two. Notice if you've lost that 3 count inhale, 3 count exhale, just gently bring it back. Last one. Good. Listen carefully. Take the right hand now to your right temple. You're going to use that to push your head up to center so you don't strain the neck in any way. Good. Inhale, reach the arms down, around, and up. Breathe out, fold forward. So moving absolutely as slowly as you like. Inhale, half lift, get long. Glide the shoulders down the back. Exhale, step it back. Plank pose in your choice. You can lower all the way to the floor, knees, chest, chin, or if you want to take up dog, you can. So just wherever you want to be. Make sure your knees leave the mat if you're in upward facing dog. Good. Exhale, down dog. Reach the left leg high to the sky. Yawn it up. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Good. Deep breath in. Exhale all the way. And get that left knee a little higher. Breathe in. Good. Exhale, step the foot between the hands, low lunge, second side. So you can return the hands to the blocks, if that felt good, to find a little bit more of an opening across the chest. So think of shoulder heads back. Good. And then the little blades at the bottom of your shoulder blades are connecting together behind your heart. And sometimes when we do this pose without the blocks, it's like it's too much. So really use the blocks for support to get that chest opening if it feels right. Good. Close the eyes. Breathe into the chest. Feel it inflate like a balloon as you breathe in. Breathe out all the way. One more time, huge 3 count inhale. Breathe out, exhale. Good. This time, as you breathe in, just look down at that right hand. We'll take the right hand this time up and over, big side body stretch. And you might want to keep the hand on the block, or maybe you can go a little farther and set the block aside, take it to a lower height or the floor. Good. Notice if the shoulders are tensing up by the ears, including the right shoulder. Glide it down and back. Good. We're here for 3. 2, breathe into your side body, really fill it up with breath. Last breath. Exhale, roll the right shoulder down. Good, curl the back right toes under, and we're stepping up to the top of the mat. Forward fold, inhale, half lift, get long, glide the shoulders down the back. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, melt forward. Good. Inhale, circle the arms down, around, and up. So reach up. Take all the time in the world. Exhale, press the air away, thinking of your hands on your pelvis again. So as your tailbone lengthens down, abs pull in. This time you're going to gaze down at your left hand and take it up and over to the right. Good. Glide the shoulder blade down the back. Left shoulder blade glides down. Press into the outer edge of the left foot and think about those side ribs like an accordion. So instead of we're reaching, but we're really think of like puffing up this part of the body with a lot of breath. You can take the hand to the opposite thigh if that helps. Big breath in. Big breath out. Once more, breathing in. Think of lengthening your tailbone down like the hands on the pelvis once again. Good, and then bring the body up, but take the hand to the outside this time of the temple, and you're gonna take that same neck stretch on the other side. So this time left ear to left shoulder. Good, and then spin the right palm out towards the side of the room so it's exteriorly rotated. And then use your own sort of inner awareness to sort of maybe move the hand back in space. You're just looking for some yummy stretches on the side of the neck. When you can kind of find stillness and breathe into them. Or you can just explore the gentle movement. Maybe eyes closed to kind of help you tune into it. Last breath. Good, and then we'll take the left hand to the left temple so you can press your head back up to stand. So you're straight. Good. Inhale, circle the arms down, around, and up. Exhale, fold forward. Breathe in, half lift, get long. Exhale, step it back, downward facing dog. Good. Nice. From your down dog, reach the right leg up and back. So same thing, bend the knee, stack the hips. We'll make some circles with the knee. So I want you to imagine your knee had a paintbrush attached to it. Draw the right knee down so it brushes past the left knee, and then open it up around to the side. So just making some gentle circles with the knee. Really good. Good, and then extend the leg long. Exhale, pull knee to nose just once. Feel the abs draw in, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, up and back. Good. And then exhale, set the shin down. We're coming into pigeon pose. Doesn't have to be deep. Highly suggest using the blanket if you have it, right? We're going to be here for a while. We're going to kind of transition into some more yin style stuff here. So make yourself as comfortable as you can. And then you can take a little breath in. Think of those shoulder points pulling down, and then exhale, fold forward. And then I'm going to suggest head on a block or a bolster, or just resting the head into something, yeah? It's like very soothing for the nervous system. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. So we're going to be here a nice little chunk of time. So if you're feeling a huge stretch already, maybe you've gone too far. So a lot of with this, like when we're tired or when we're doing a more yin restorative style practice, we want to let gravity do the work. We want to not go into the deepest version of the pose. We want to go somewhere where we can hold for 3 or 4 minutes. Everyone has the elbows bent, which is really good. So and sometimes in an active pigeon, we like reach the arms forward and we're secretly tensing the shoulders. So having the elbows bent here is really nice. You can even bring the index fingers to touch. I find that helps me relax the muscles in my trapezius and my neck even more. So the hands can be like a little Diamond shape, yeah. But just see what feels best for you. And begin bringing your attention and your awareness into the area of your right hip. So imagine there was a little lung in the right hip, and you could actually send your breath into that area. So with every inhale, just visualize expanding the area of the right hip so it gets a little bigger, maybe find more space for breath to enter. And then on the exhale, just think of dissolving any tension and relaxing, letting gravity have more of you. So the in-breath is an opportunity to energetically breathe into the right hip. Every out-breath is an opportunity to let go a little more. If that means coming a little bit out of the pose, right? Maybe making it a little less intense, do it. Right, we're in this for the long game right now. Relax the tongue, maybe move the jaw from side to side. And feel free to make any adjustments you might need. If you want to lengthen the upper body or come out of it a little bit. And the last 5 breaths here, so really soak it up. Maybe inviting some inhales that are a little more deliberate, a little stronger. Breathing into the crevices in the body, exhaling all the way. And last two. Good, last one. Good, press yourself up. I want you to lean over to the right. You're going to take your left foot in front of you, and we're going to come into Gomukhasana. So in that one, the knees are stacked, one on top of the other. So basically the left foot's just coming from where it was behind you to in front of you. So the knees are stacked. And if this is, like way too much, you can just have the legs crossed. That's fine. But it looks like most of us are there. And a little trick is that you can sit on a block and even pad the blanket with the block so it's extra comfy, so you're higher up and you can stack the knees. That's really going to help. Okay? Inhale, take the arms long. So if you want that extra height, sit on the block. Take the arms long. Good. And then as we inhale, we're just going to open the chest. You're going to spin the thumbs up towards the sky, palms up. Good. And then as you exhale, let yourself round. So actually let the chin dip into the chest and just round and flip the palms up towards the ceiling the opposite way. So try that again. Inhale. Spin the palms up. Yeah. And exhale, spin the palms down, palms to the ceiling, opposite direction. Good, just two more on your own. So there's no really right or wrong way here. Just inhale. I think it feels really nice to kind of pay attention to the chest after we're in Pigeon for a long time, because it can tense there. The upper body can tense in the Pigeon, even if we're really trying for it not to. Good, last one. Nice, and then inhale as you're ready, float both arms up. You're going to bend the right elbow and hold on with the left hand. So right elbow bent, left hand holds on. Right elbow bent, yep. And then just press the head back into the bicep. Imagine you were wearing a little corset, so your front ribs kind of zipper in towards one another. You can just enjoy the bicep stretch. Those of you that have a practice of doing the full bind, you're more than welcome to do that. And if this is too much, just come into cross legs, right? Inhale. I'm just getting taller here. Good. And then exhale as you're ready, just fold forward. And you can let go of the bind or you can keep it for a couple breaths. So we're going to be here for a few minutes, right? So you have the opportunity to play with the bind and get a nice big stretch. So some secret cues here that I like is that you can, a couple things, right? You can use blocks underneath your head. So you can make a little block tower. I really like to do that. If you want to look up here for a sec, you can make a little block tower for the head. Totally optional. And what I like to do, and you can play with this and then see what feels best and do what's right for you, is one thing I like to press my hands into the wood or into the mat in front of me and use that to ground energy down and back through my hips, and then let the upper body melt forward a little bit more. So as we just fold forward, what can sometimes happen is we lose the connection of the sits bones to the mat. So I like to actively press my hands into the mat or the floor in front of me, kind of press my sits bones towards the mat behind me, and then drape forward from there. Subtle, but it can sometimes help it be a little bit of a more interesting opening. 5 more breaths here. Press your hands into the floor to slowly press yourself up. Keep the eyes closed if you can, and just take your hands to the soles of your feet, sort of wherever you are. If you're in Gomukhasana, it just feels really nice. Just let the hands rest on the soles of the feet. Really let your shoulders drop down. Just close your eyes and breathe in. And breathe out. Something really soothing, like closing the circuitry, right? When you connect the hands and feet. Just feel the whole body. Good. Nice. From here, just straighten the legs. Take the soles of the feet to the floor. We'll lean back. Just a little transition. You can find your Navasana, boat pose, plugging the shoulders down and back, looking up. And your choice. You can hold here for a little bit, or if you're ready to just get into down dog, we're going to do the other side. You can just cross the ankles and press back. So if you want, to just reconnect with the core a little bit, hold in your Navasana. Otherwise, we'll all meet down dog. Once you're in down dog, you can find stillness. You can take the feet hip width apart or as wide as the mat, like we did at the beginning. So taking the feet as wide as the mat and pressing your torso back towards your thigh bones. You can hold a regular dog, or you can flow through a vinyasa if you think that's kind of what you're needing. So again, the practice of yoga is just practicing listening to what we need in any given moment and being willing to adjust. So just do whatever feels right. Eventually we'll all meet in dog, and we'll yawn the left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Just draw the abs in, shoulders over wrists. Good. Inhale, up and back. Nice. And then exhale, pigeon, second side. So setting up with the blankets, whatever kind of yummy setup you want. Inhaling, opening the chest. Exhaling, folding forward, maybe forehead to block. Just close the eyes and begin visualizing the body as this receptacle for breath. Just it's receiving breath. The body is this hollow interior space, almost like a dome, right? How much can you fill that space with your breathing as you breathe in? Relaxing completely as you breathe out. Remembering to relax the shoulders, maybe bringing the index fingers to touch in that diamond shape if that felt good on the other side. And begin to think about consciously sending breath now into the area of the left hip. So your inhale, you're really sending it, targeting it towards that area. And your exhale, you're just releasing any tension. So you can visualize a ball of light or anything that works for you to just inhale, thinking of expanding the area of the left hip with your in-breath. And just exhaling, it's melting. A visualization I like here is when you think of ice melting. So how can you breathe into the hip in such a way that it kind of evokes that analogy, right, of going something that's solid to sort of dissolving into more of a liquid state. Good. Really gently begin to press yourself up. No rush. We'll lean over to the left. We'll take the right leg in front. So Gomukhasana, second side. So this time right leg will be over the left. Right knee stacks over left. Or if you prefer cross legs, that's fine. If you want to be a little bit up on a blanket or all the way up on a block in a blanket, or you don't need anything, just wherever you want to be. And then we'll just open the hands again, so hands at shoulder level, inhaling, letting the collarbone splay back, kind of maybe gently looking up, not if it strains the neck. And then exhaling, flipping the palms down the other way, so the thumbs spiral, so the thumbs are pointing towards the back of the room. Just kind of dip the chin and melt into yourself. Good. Inhale, lifting, rotating up. Exhaling, bowing forward. Just 2 more times on your own, eyes closed. And imagine someone was like pulling your arms apart as you did this. So there's that energy through the fingers. You just feel like you're getting longer. Good. Nice. After your last one, you'll just float the left arm up. Right hand holds left bicep this time. Press the head into the bicep. Just a little nice stretch for the shoulder, girdle, the arms. And then cinch the waist together, cinch the ribs together. So the moment we come into this position, we kind of splay out. It's totally natural. If you can just counteract that, imagine you're leaning back into a wall. Press the head into the bicep. Inhale, get longer through that left elbow, and then exhale, fold forward. Good. And then as you're ready, just let the hands go. Maybe make a tower for your head with the blocks. And then once you're in your position, just do absolutely nothing. Let gravity do the work for you. You can play with that same concept of kind of pressing the hands into the ground ahead of you to press energy back and down through your hips. And from there, let your torso and head get heavy, fold forward more. So you're kind of playing this dynamic opposition where you're pressing into the floor with the knuckles to ground the hips down and back. And from there, letting yourself get heavier. If you have the head on a block, a lot of that is sort of being done for you, so you don't have to overthink it. As you're ready, just slowly press yourself up. Take your time. We'll take the hands to the feet again. So maybe just keeping the eyes closed. This time maybe give your feet a little massage if it feels good. Just pressing the thumb into the arch of the foot. Just little self-foot massage, however it feels good to you. It's a pretty easy and fast way to relieve tension. Good. Nice, and then take the legs in front of you. We're just gonna roll back, so just pull the knees into the chest. And then bring the soles of the feet to touch and hold the outside, the pinky toes, like so, best you can. So you're kind of in like a Baddha Konasana on your back, and you're just gonna pull your feet towards your chest, and then relax your shoulders down and back. So you should be feeling a stretch on the inner thighs. And if you can hold the actual outsides of the pinky toes of your feet, yeah, if you can. If holding the ankles is more accessible and better, do that. But if you can get the outside of the foot, so your hands are wrapped around the pinky toes, you're just gonna press that in towards the body, relax the shoulders down. And then you can play with opening this up into Happy Baby if you like that. I personally recently have been finding that I like this variation even more than Happy Baby. Happy Baby can put a lot of pressure on the low back. So just see what feels right for you. We'll be here 5 more breaths. The trick with this pose and all the variations on this one is to really keep the shoulders relaxing down. You can add some gentle rocking side to side if that feels good, but make the rocking really tiny, really subtle. And then pull the knees back into the chest, give yourself a squeeze. And then exhale, let the legs go long, palms face up, just coming into your Savasana. I'm going to place a sandbag on your belly if that feels okay. If you don't want it, just place your hand on your belly. So I know you don't want that. Otherwise, it feels really grounding and nice. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Maybe sending your breath deliberately into the belly, seeing if you can get the sandbag to lift. Exhaling all the way. And if you don't have anywhere you need to immediately be, you're welcome to stay here for as long as you like. Otherwise, begin to slowly pull one knee into the chest and then the other. Give yourself a squeeze. As you roll to your right side, you can just let the sandbag fall off. You can use your right forearm as a pillow, left hand to the mat. You'll just gently press yourself up, keeping your eyes closed and your attention in best you can. And if you have time, you don't need to be anywhere. You want to stay in Savasana, weighted down like this another, 5 minutes or so. You're welcome to. Otherwise, backs of the hands on the knees. Index finger and thumb touch. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out, just lean back in space. So find the crown of your head line up directly above your two sitting bones. So for most of us, this feels like we're leaning backwards slightly. Good. Take a deep breath in again. Exhale, let the shoulders melt down the back as you exhale. Good. Deep breath in. Send the collarbones back as you breathe out. Good. Last full, complete, deep breath in. As you exhale, just get taller. Feel your heart lift. Just notice how you feel. Do you feel maybe more tired or more energized? Just taking a mental stock inventory of the body. Pre and post practice. Good, and then bring the palms together at heart center, fusing the palms together. Bring the thumbs to the third eye, space between the eyebrows. Good, and then as you exhale, you can just fold forward and say namaste, namaste.